Hey everyone, and welcome to the first Open Tournament development log. I'm Whale, founder of the Open Tournament project. Today I'm going to be giving a relatively quick update on Open Tournament for our 1-year anniversary. I'm hoping that these updates will become more of a regular feature of our development process. How regularly these types of devlogs will happen will depend on what we have to show off and how much time we can commit to doing these updates. But for now, we'll stick with what we have, which is this pre-recorded video. Down the road, we may shift towards doing live stream updates to maintain a more conversational tone, or maybe we'll just stick with what we have right now. That remains to be seen. Nevertheless, it definitely won't be a year until our next update, so stay tuned here. Now, before I get too far into talking about Open Tournament, I'd encourage everyone who's viewing this video, whether you're already aware of Open Tournament or if it's the first time you're hearing about it, to please subscribe to this YouTube channel. I know it's cliche and repetitive, but it's actually important. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, like this video, and most of all, share this video with anyone who think might be interested in a game like this. Your word of mouth is one of the best ways to help Open Tournament succeed. With that out of the way, let's talk a bit about the game that we're making. The 10,000 foot view of Open Tournament is that it's an action-oriented, multiplayer, first-person shooter game. Open Tournament aims to be a spiritual successor to the Unreal Tournament series of games. But what does that actually mean? The bullet points would be an innovative and unique arsenal of weapons. Weapons that differ from your standard pistol, shotgun, assault rifle, with multiple different ways that they can be used and combos within and between weapons. Movement that's athletic, agile, and responsive. Players should be able to utilize the environment tactically and dodge effectively in combat to create dynamic engagements. A wide range of modes to play, with staple modes like Deathmatch and CTF, but also things like a race mode, team elimination, multi-team modes, and mutator variations like Insta-Gib, headshots only, and so on. Many of our new modes and mutators haven't even been thought of yet. Most importantly, Open Tournament is a sandbox and a platform for creators. We want to embrace mods and empower mod authors to make amazing things for the game. This creativity is actually the strongest and most long-lasting legacy of Unreal Tournament, and it's why Unreal Engine is as successful as it is today. We're taking that to heart, and we're letting anyone jump into Open Tournament source code on GitHub, and you're able to develop new systems and features either in or extending our codebase. If you want to go in and create a rhythm-based pumpkin farming simulator, you can. And this helps our core game too, because where it makes sense, we can incorporate improvements and innovations back into our main line. Switching gears, what is the state of current development? Well, it's impossible to cover everything, but I'll try to give a brief overview of where things are with Open Tournament and what may be on the horizon. First up, movement. We have what I consider to be the core movement in the game. There are important advanced movement mechanics that still need attention, things like lift jump, ramp dodge, and weapon-related movement options. Down the line, more polish is needed in order to improve our gameplay feel, but I feel like we're in a good position for where we're at currently in development. Additionally, some team developers have been working on a slide movement, which may be a gameplay option down the line. Next up, weapons. These are actively in progress. The weapon system has rough edges, but it's functional. What we're working toward is a very robust system to support extensibility that we're going to need for our core game, as well as for mods, and it's going to take a little bit more iteration to get there. The weapons themselves that you're seeing are currently placeholders utilizing free marketplace assets. Here we need a lot of work. We need artists to create concept art, models, audio, animations, effects, and so on. Ideally, we can begin with rough concept, and as the overall Open Tournament art style becomes more refined, we can iterate on our weapons. Next up, HUD. What you're seeing on screen is a quite early but functional prototype for a HUD. The end goal for a HUD is to enable players the freedom to customize the UI elements presented on the screen, change their style, scale, position, and other characteristics. For the near term, an artist or technical designer interested in working with UE4's UMG could really make a noticeable impact and help define the look of the game in an appealing way. At a broader level, UI needs a lot of careful thought put into it. Extensibility is a core goal for OpenTournament, and we need our UI to be accessible and intuitive, but allow players to customize their play experience in the way that they want without having to resort to obscure console commands or INI tweaks. Lastly, there's everything else. There's too much to touch on in this video, but we'll try and cover some of that in future videos. To wrap up this video, I want to touch on some technical details of the OpenTournament project and also talk about how you can help OpenTournament. OpenTournament is built using Unreal Engine 4.24, and we will soon be upgrading to Unreal Engine 4.25. Our plan is to continue to upgrade throughout UE4's lifecycle and transition to Unreal Engine 5 next year. To get started, you'll want to download the latest version of Unreal Engine from Epic Games Launcher. The OpenTournament source code can be found at the following URL. The repository is public, so developers can fork it and begin poking at our code. For artists and designers, we're still working on making the process simple and easy. If you have the latest version of Unreal Engine and hop into our Discord, we'll help get started. If you're not a software engineer or an artist, I still think you can get involved. Anyone, if they're self-motivated, can help improve OpenTournament. On screen, I'm displaying a list of roles. This isn't comprehensive, but hopefully gives you some ideas on ways that you might be able to contribute to OpenTournament. One final note, I want to touch on why help make OpenTournament in the first place. Simply put, it's fun. Talk with fans, exchange ideas, get those creative juices flowing. You never know if you're going to come up with the next great new gameplay feature. Beyond that, you can learn new tech or new skills. Games are a great multidisciplinary medium. If you're looking to get into game dev, you can also improve your resume. Or you can just work on OpenTournament for the intrinsic satisfaction of building something fun for yourself and others to play. Well, that's it for now. I hope to see you in the next video as we build the greatest FPS game ever together.